disagree.
Alright, start this thing.
Alright, let's start
We
it.
both have headaches, and I need to eat pizza.
Did you order another pizza?
It's kind of my thing now. Well, no, because we didn't meet Wednesday.
Yeah, but we met last Saturday.
So, today's
so that was
Saturday.
a week ago.
Yeah.
You're eating a pizza from Domino's a week?
What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Not every week. Sometimes I get Canton. Sometimes I think it's okay to eat like a bad thing once a week.
Hey. You also smoke, so it's not
Yeah, it's
the
not
worst
really
thing
like
that,
it's gonna make me drop dead any earlier.
I mean, it might. What if that's the thing that pushes you over?
The pizza?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a combination of pizza, smoking. I don't know. If you see a fat person smoking, they're usually like on death's doorstep.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
because they're already having trouble getting their
Yeah.
cholesterol's probably pretty high.
The circulation.
It's probably pretty bad. Anyway, this is James and Jordan Talk to the Internet, Season 3, Episode
Oh yeah, it's a new year.
5.
What year are we in now? 2023?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the
I
year.
keep forgetting that. I've probably written 2022 on a lot of stuff and not noticed.
I've never had that issue.
Yeah. But you know what was odd? I filed my taxes last night, and the last final agreement of it was you had to sign something because I used TurboTax.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like a little two-party type thing going on.
Yep.
So it refused to accept the correct date.
Interesting.
It was the 27th, and it forced me to say that it was the 28th.
What time was it?
It's like 8 o'clock.
At night?
Yeah.
It might have been.
So is it going from like California time or some shit?
No, because that would have been earlier. Right?
I don't know. What time is it in California right now?
I thought it was behind. No, it's behind us.
Behind?
No, it's ahead of us.
Ahead of us.
How does the sun work?
Ah, fuck.
Because it's
Well, isn't it
7
changing?
p.m., 8 p.m. Central. That's what they used to say on cartoons.
Isn't it changing?
Soon.
Yeah.
What time is it in Arizona right now?
Hey, Google. This is our new,
You asked it a question.
Romantic love, but I think you are wonderful.
what?
You asked it a
Oh,
question.
I'm used to it going beep, beep.
No, doesn't do that. Gotta watch the lights.
Hey, Google. What time is it in California?
I'm gonna guess
The
4:44.
time in California,
3:44.
United States, is 3:44 p.m.
Okay.
Winner.
So
So,
we're a
they're
little-
behind us.
a
Well,
little
they
ahead.
might be
Yeah.
like a UK-based company.
TurboTax?
Yeah.
Filing American taxes?
Yeah, why not?
Hey, Google. Is TurboTax an American company?
This is riveting.
This is bad. It's not even going to answer me.
It's not.
Hey, Google. Is it on?
Yeah.
What? What? Shit, did it time out?
No.
Oh.
No,
Is
it
it
did.
still going?
Here is
Oh.
some information from the web that might possibly help. According to Wikipedia, Intuit Consumer Tax Group is based in San Diego, California.
Oh, fuck.
Intuit
So-
Corporation, which owns Intuit,
So
is
they
headquartered
shouldn't-
in Mountain View, California.
Fuck.
There are a number of different versions, including TurboTax Deluxe, TurboTax Premier, etc.
Just go with the cheap one.
Yeah, it's free one. It's the way to go.
Anyway, so that bothered me because it kept red boxing me. If
Well,
that's
it
what
was
you call
after.
it.
It was the next. It would have been the next work day. Even for them.
Oh, okay.
So they wouldn't have gotten into it till the next day.
It was okay.
Because you know how sometimes you can't select like a Saturday or Sunday in a bank?
You know how sometimes you can't stop thinking about something really trivial?
Uh-huh.
That's what that was for me. And now it's finally laid to rest, and I can sleep at night now.
Did you wake up in a cold sweat?
I did. I was shaking, a cold sweat. I went out and I had all my red strings attached to everything.
Pepe Sylvia, Pepe Sylvia.
Pepe
I
Sylvia.
got boxes full of Pepe.
Pepe Sylvia was in my room, gave me a cigarette.
No, that was a different guy. That was Benny, I think.
Pepe Sylvia. Oh, the guy he's hallucinating. Oh yeah, that's right. Pepe Sylvia's the
The male guy.
No, he's
The,
the,
the
he's
guy
the
who's
guy they
looking
don't
for
drop
mail.
their right. Yeah.
So
Alright.
what are we doing? What time is it? Where are we? We're doing a podcast. We should probably start the podcast here at some point.
We have started it. We've already played the music. We talked through all of it.
We did. This can't be our worst episode because we have some pretty bad ones.
No, there's some really, really bad ones.
Not that you would know because you don't listen to them.
No, but I know that they were terrible and you put them up anyway.
Yeah, I did.
Because that's what you do.
Yeah. Hey, we got to put something up.
Yeah.
You got to get through the trash to get to the treasure.
Right, but you usually take the trash down. You take the trash out.
Nah.
You're leaving.
You want to see the history.
You want to see a pile of trash and then something better.
Well, yeah. Well, here's the thing, right? If I went back and I deleted all the old episodes, there's like 2 or 3 moments in the first 15 episodes that are really funny.
Yeah, there's like a couple.
And I don't want to delete those. Like you screaming when you ate that weird fudge.
Right, that was gross.
That was good.
Was that a bad episode?
It was okay. The first 3 episodes are pretty good, and then 4 through 15 are bad.
Yeah.
Because we just ran out of stuff to talk about.
Right, because there wasn't any structure really.
Yeah, and there's even less structure now.
Right.
But now at least the podcast sound technically it sounds better. It's not all echoey, and I do actual compression to the audio and stuff, so it doesn't sound like shit as much. But if I deleted all the old episodes, then people would get to the ones where it started to sound better but didn't sound great, and then they wouldn't appreciate how much better that sounded compared to the first episodes.
Right.
So you got to give them the mountain to climb,
That's right. Why is speaking of Domino's, why are they getting better?
Are they?
Yeah, I don't like this. It's supposed to take them an hour.
Mm-hmm.
It's already baking.
Well, I mean, they might pull it out and then
hopefully it's terrible and they go back because they've done that before.
Yeah.
It gets to quality check and then it just goes right back to prep. That's my favorite because I'm always I feel like we've already talked about this, but I'll say it again. I'm always anytime I see that, I'm not even mad. I want to be I'll call them up and be send me a picture of that pizza. I want to know what that looked like because it's it's Domino's.
Yeah.
It's
pretty
all
foolproof, I think.
Yeah.
How do you fuck that? Did you actually send it through twice?
Did it fall on the floor? I don't care if it fell on the floor.
Yeah. I mean, you'd rather them make you another one than give you the one that fell on the floor.
The floor one? No, just give me a discount.
He'll take it for $15 off.
Yeah.
Because one Domino's pizza is expensive.
Their floor can't be that dirty.
You work in an area where they process meats and other stuff.
But I'm not walking on that. The kitchen, have you been in there? The kitchen's sealed off. You can't go into the anywhere.
I was talking about you.
Yeah.
Specifically.
I wouldn't
your department.
Where I work, I wouldn't eat off the floor in there. That's disgusting.
Exactly.
But
you think Domino's is going to care more about that?
I bet you they clean their shoes when they come in and mop it every.
You think they pull those black mats with the holes in them up and spray them down every day?
No, it's probably disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much would it cost for you? I go to Domino's and I say, give me your black holy mats. I want to scrape the gunk off the inside ridge of all the holes. And then I take a bucket of that gunk and I made a pizza out of that. How much for you to eat that pizza?
How much you're gonna pay me?
Yeah.
Oh well, I always go high, $1 million.
Would you do it for 500,000?
500,000?
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
250?
Yeah.
100?
Yeah. I know I'm going lower, but you're still saying a lot of money here.
$10,000.
Just cash.
Yes, untaxable.
Untaxable?
Yeah, you get $10,000 deposited directly into your bank account.
Am I gonna get sick from this? Or?
I mean,
there's nothing. They're selling nothing that isn't already fully cooked, and then they're sending it through to cook it again. So it's gonna clean off any of the germs on there. So yeah, I'd go for it.
You think that they're not dropping well, yeah, but you leave a sandwich out that's cooked, but I wouldn't eat a sandwich that's been on the floor for a week.
On the floor for a week?
Yeah.
I'm sure they clean them.
I'm sure that a lot of...
I don't even think they have slip-resistant mats there.
They must have.
I think that they should YOLO. I'll look when I go in there tonight.
Just stand up.
I'm pretty sure they don't.
Look over meerkat style.
Yeah.
They
They're not
have
even
to.
like slip resistant mats, really. They're actually just for your back, because it's really hard on the human body to stand on those hard surfaces for long periods of time.
Ass.
It actually does hurt.
Yeah.
Like, when I leave a concert, I feel like I'm fucking 90 years old. Like, standing in a room for 3 hours in one spot, and then you finally move, and you're like, oh, fuck. Like, you have to relearn how to walk.
Yeah, you do that weird, like...
That's why, like...
Step.
I've prepped myself for when I actually get old.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've figured out, like, how... Like, I'm ready. Like, I know every day getting up is going to be like leaving a concert.
Mm-hmm.
I've blacked out before.
Right.
So I'm fine if I don't remember stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I can figure it out. And yeah, that's pretty much it, right? That's what being old is, right? You hurt and you forget stuff.
Yeah.
I do all that shit now.
How often have you shit your pants recently?
So that's an often occurring thing.
I mean, they make adult diapers.
Yeah, I would just wear adult diapers.
So it must be common enough for an industry.
Ever shit my pants once. During an emergency.
I shit my pants once in my apartment because I was a little sick.
And you couldn't make it to the toilet.
No, I went
think
to
you told me
fart.
this.
I went to fart, and it wasn't a fart. It was just a little bit.
I don't know if that really counts. I'm talking full on, like.
No, I not that I can remember. Like, obviously, I did it when I was like 3, but I can't.
Yeah, this was
remember ever doing
this
it.
was like awful. I hated this. There was just like it was a fucking snowstorm. Like, who's out and about in a snowstorm? And I just really had to go. So I pulled into this place and I go in and it's fucking like not only a full house, but there's a goddamn line. And I could not make it to the toilet in time. But I cleaned it all up. Like, it was fucking awful.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I was like, why is everybody... I thought it was like going to be a ghost town.
Right. As it should be.
Yeah. A snowstorm.
Yeah.
And everybody decides to drive to this place.
Was it like a grocery store or
It was like
a gas station
type rest stop type
well, at
place.
least that kind of makes sense. Like, if you're on a road trip and then you enter a snowstorm,
they were all in my situation.
it makes sense that you would stop at the rest stop and maybe wait it out.
I literally like almost shoved a guy out of the plane. I like aggressively like rushed in there. It was gross.
I feel like if I was in that situation, I would say, listen, guys, I know there's a line. I'm literally going to shit my pants.
You would just admit it?
Yeah, I'd be like, if...
I was like, that would be too embarrassing. Listen, guys.
I would rather tell people I'm going to shit my pants if you don't let me go. Like, I understand if you don't.
Some people don't really actually have to, like, desperately go.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. You know, we're stopping, so I'm going to go to the bathroom. But I don't have to. Like, I could hold it for another hour.
Like, if somebody came in and they were like dancing around, they
I'd
were
be like, you can go.
Yeah, I'd be like, go right ahead.
Yeah, because I would rather, like, I would say, like,
I would
listen,
tell them my story.
I'd be like, listen,
I've been in that situation.
I'm going to shit my pants if you don't let me go. I understand if you don't, because you were in the line first, but just know that the shit that is on my pants will be your fault.
It's on you.
The shit will be in my pants and on your hands.
Have blood on your hands. You will have shit on your hands for what you've done. Yeah. Can you imagine?
I was just listening to the Always Sunny podcast where they told that story about a guy who went to audition for them, and it was like his first acting audition. And as he was getting ready for the meeting, he felt like he was gonna have diarrhea, so he went to the bathroom. It was like the Seinfeld episode where he got to the bathroom and somebody like walked in ahead of him and locked the door. So he was just standing there, and then he like couldn't make it, so he went down and he found a dumpster. He was gonna go take a shit in the dumpster, and he didn't make it to the dumpster. So he was standing outside in this alleyway next to a dumpster, and he didn't have any toilet paper, so he was wiping his ass with his headshots that he brought.
Did he get the part?
Eventually.
Who was it?
They wouldn't say.
No.
It was Charlie Day. Was it really?
No. I bet you it was who the hell would have diarrhea? Let me see. It's got to be one of the McPoyles for sure. Because I've seen an interview with one of those guys, and he said his prep was to smoke a cigarette and take a dump. And then that's how he gets into character. It's probably that guy. I forget his name. Yeah.
No, the McPoyles. That's a funny show. They started filming season 16.
Is that the longest running?
It's the longest running live action. sitcom, I think.
How many seasons did Seinfeld have?
9.
That's it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought they had like 20.
Yeah, remember Seinfeld going way longer than it did because it's been rerunning for 30 years.
And you've like over time you just forget. Like I saw an episode like a couple nights ago. I was like, what is this? I've never seen this one. There's still like new episodes for me popping up on TV.
That's how I am with some stuff. Like there's even still episodes of like Batman the Animated Series that I just never got around to watching.
Yeah, I saw one. There's a Batman character that's recently come to my attention that I think is the dumbest thing ever.
Mm-hmm. I'm ready.
Who do you think it is?
Recently come to your attention and you think is the dumbest.
Not a super known character.
Not a super well known character. Is it Condiment King?
Never heard of that.
Is it Kite Man?
Never heard of him. No, it's Mad Hatter.
Oh.
But now now that I know there's
deeper.
Way worse ones than that.
I thought you were gonna go way deeper with that.
Are those ones worse than the Mad Hatter?
Listen, man.
Have you seen that?
I know Mad Hatter, yes.
Yeah, that's the fucking terrible character. He fucking steals people's hats.
That's not what he does.
I watched the episode, the old one, the old 60s one.
Adam West?
Yeah. He's stealing a hat and he's like, oh, he wants Batman's mask as his ultimate trophy.
Yeah, that's the 60s.
I get he's like probably killing the people.
That was a show with a character named Egghead.
Yeah.
Who threw eggs at people. You can't really compare the character of Mad Hatter to...
So you like Mad Hatter?
He's alright. He's a mind control guy. That's his thing. He wears the hat with the mind control ribbon in it. So then he can mind control people.
But he also is obsessed with Alice in Wonderland.
Yep.
That's a little
crazy.
I think, well, the Mad Hatter, I think could be in one of the newer movies.
Mm-hmm.
But like not as like campy or like he could have like his obsession with like some kind of story, but it couldn't be Alice in Wonderland. It would have to be a completely new like
The Matrix.
No, something that's like some kind of like they'd have to introduce a movie within a movie.
Okay.
That's like popular in Gotham or something.
Right.
And then this guy's just obsessed with it.
The Grey Ghost.
Yeah.
They could do that. Bring
the Grey Ghost?
Yeah. Bring Adam West's corpse back from the dead.
What are you talking about?
You don't know who the Grey Ghost is?
No.
So there was an episode of Batman the Animated Series where there's some banks or some shit being blown up and Batman's like, what the fuck is going on? This is weird because they keep finding these notes and he recognizes the notes from this TV show he used to watch as a kid called The Grey Ghost about a vigilante who fought crime. And he's trying to do his detective thing, you know, Batman, world's greatest detective. And he finds the guy who was the Grey Ghost, the actor, and the actor is like super poor. He has to keep selling off all the stuff that he collected from the show because he just can't afford rent and he can't get another acting job because he's typecast as the Grey Ghost. And they cast Adam West to voice the Grey Ghost.
Yeah, see, that actually sounds good.
Because like Adam West, that's what happened to Adam West. And then Batman solves the crime, you know, because he's Batman.
Did that happen to Adam West?
Yeah. He couldn't get an acting job for like decades.
He's in Family Guy.
Okay, that was in the late 90s.
Family Guy?
Yep.
No, he plays Mayor Adam West.
Yep. When did Family Guy start?
2000 actually. No. 1999?
Yeah. So late 90s.
Are you sure? I think it was 2000.
Early 2000s. When did Batman 66 go off the air?
66.
I think it was 69.
Yeah.
I think there were 3 seasons.
And he didn't have a job.
I mean, he had little things, but he was just Batman. Like, this is what he was.
Michael Keaton's not just Batman.
Yeah, but he had done other things that were memorable.
It sounds like Adam West was not really that good of an actor.
He hadn't done anything, because Michael Keaton had done stuff before that had been popular, and that's why he was cast as Batman. But Adam West, like, the only thing he'd done before being on the biggest TV show of all time at that point was he was in, like, Nesquik commercials or some shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's his acting career up until then. So then, it's like, you know, imagine if Harrison Ford's a little different because he somehow keeps managing to play some of the most iconic characters ever and then keeps coming back.
Trying to think of like, I don't know, who's like Tobey Maguire. Like, what else is he in?
He was in that black and white movie.
I know he's done stuff, but nothing like.
And that movie,
you don't see him in like the big pictures.
He was in that movie about the horse. He was a jockey.
Okay. Oh, I think I know Black Beauty.
No, I think it was Seabiscuit, maybe. He was a jockey in a movie.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Was in The Great Gatsby.
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry, Tobey Maguire. He was just doing such a good job that I didn't know it was him in the movie. That's a good movie, Gatsby.
Haven't seen it.
Oh, it's good.
I have a movie list for movie night that I'm doing, and Great Gatsby is on there, I believe. So is Gone with the Wind.
Oh,
that's what somebody wanted to put on there, so I agreed. So
that sounds boring.
Yeah.
Isn't that like 3 hours?
It's like 3.5 hours long.
That sounds terrible.
I have no interest in watching it, but fair's fair. If I can put my Batman movies on there, then they can put their romantic cowboy movies from the 40s on there, I guess.
Is that seriously when it came out? The 40s?
I think it came out in the 50s.
Yeah.
It's like the John Wayne era.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like Westerns.
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, there are a couple good ones. City Slicker.
I didn't even like The Mandalorian because it seemed like a Western.
Did you watch The Mandalorian? Or are you just saying you don't like it?
2 episodes.
Oh, okay.
It was just him going like, I don't know. He just seemed like a space cowboy.
Yeah.
I just wasn't
digging that's
it.
Star Wars.
Space cowboy?
Basically.
Oh, they're like thieves.
How would you describe Han Solo?
As a pirate. Bandit.
He's more of a cowboy.
He's a gangster.
No, he's not.
Jabba the Hutt is gangster.
Okay, Han Solo is not Jabba the Hutt.
Han Solo works with gangsters. How is that Western? He's totally...
They work with crime.
It's a mob movie. It's a gangster. Star Wars is a gangster movie. Han Solo.
Title of the episode?
Steals shit and he smuggles. He's a smuggler.
Yeah. I mean, they smuggle stuff in cowboy times.
That's totally like...
They would smuggle stuff. Smuggle booze.
Yeah, well... Jabba the Hutt, yeah, but they didn't really have like I would say it's a gangster movie.
They had gangsters in cowboy times.
It's a gangster opera in space. That's what Star Wars is.
Gangster opera in space. That was my nickname in high school.
Yeah, they go to that club and Jabba's there, and he's like, you know, that's like his mob hangout.
I mean,
and then they go on that ship, and it's like. And that's like his mob cruise ship.
Is it? Billy Crystal was in that movie. I was right.
What movie?
City Slickers.
Oh, yeah. Never heard of it.
It's a movie where some city slickers go to like a cowboy retreat and then they have to learn to be cowboys.
That would be terrible. Don't
really remember the movie. Just remember that there's a cow that is born in it. They birth a calf.
Like for real?
I don't think it was real.
Oh.
But and I think it almost drowns or does drown crossing a river. I don't remember. Billy Crystal's in it. He was Mike Wazowski.
Mike Wazowski?
Yeah.
yeah, kid. Move along.
Mike Wazowski.
I don't know.
That movie's so funny.
There's a couple things in that movie that I just like quote randomly. Like the funniest part in that movie is where the guy's just like, I tried to run from it, but it picked me up with its mind powers and shook me like a dog. Like, that's the funniest shit.
And then the thing with all the eyes runs over.
Like a dog.
I saw the whole thing.
It's like just a little kid runs out and then it just turns into that.
And then he's got like the giant green dome of energy.
Yeah, that's good.
That movie's awesome. I love the end credits of that movie. In a while. Where did you know the end credits where it's like just bloopers, how Pixar used to do that?
Yeah.
Those are good. They should bring that back. I had a lot of stuff I wanted to talk about, but it's all gone. Don't remember it.
I found a cool like graphic novel.
Yeah.
It's called The Electric State.
Mm-hmm.
And it's next year there's supposed to be like a Netflix original about it. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
It's I haven't read it yet, but the artwork in it is pretty wild. It's like a yeah, I guess little dystopian future, but it's in the past. Like, you know how like a lot of movies it'll be like futuristic, but like it'll be like 1950, or like it'll be like 1980, but like futuristic,
right?
Sort of. Yeah, this one takes place in 1997, which I thought was a really weird, like year for that to do that same kind of thing. But it's like everybody's got these like VR headsets that they're plugged into.
Okay.
And this is just based on the pictures. I haven't like read it yet. But it like you get stuck in it. So you just stop eating and you just wither away with this like thing attached to you.
Right.
Which is just to you, it's just like bliss or whatever, but it like feeds these like massive like robot creature thingies. But it just looks so cool. So I'm really excited. Look it up. I'll send you a link.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for you to read Watchmen.
Yeah. I knew you were going to bring that up.
Yeah.
I actually found that book.
The book that I let you borrow?
Like 3 years ago. Or
yeah.
Something like that. 4 years?
Been a really long time.
It has. Because I forgot about it.
Yeah.
I'll bring it back to you.
I think I let you borrow it before the show came out.
No, I don't. I think it was like as the show came out.
So 2019?
Yeah, it was a better time for sure. It was definitely pre-pandemic.
Before the COVID?
That. Yeah, before the COVID. Years ago, before COVID ruined everything. Who is that? What does that sound like?
I have no idea.
Bane.
I was doing that.
What is that?
That classic mid-Atlantic voice.
Well, perhaps he's wondering.
That all newscasters do. I heard a funny story about voices where I guess airline pilots do that drawl like
intentionally.
That. Well, that's a thing that was started by Chuck Yeager, who was the first person to break the speed of sound.
He just would talk like that.
Well, he would do stuff like this when he was talking to other pilots. Like, that's just how he talked. And it's really funny because I've heard stories where he would, because he was like the most badass pilot of all time, he would be flying with other people and they would do something stupid and he would do that southern drawl and sort of
see, I kind of like that.
Calm them down.
I like the southern drawl.
And then he would call people that were like 20 years older than him son. He's like 25 calling 40-year-old pilots son. And they were all just like, it's Chuck Yeager, what are you gonna do?
Maybe he didn't. Well, I mean, if he's talking like through the speaker, maybe he didn't know.
No, like he knew.
Oh, face to face.
Yeah.
Start calling people son.
He'd be like, listen here, sonny. But I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, voices are a thing. I don't know. Like, my favorite voice is definitely Jennifer Tilly's, even though a lot of people find her annoying.
I don't know who that is.
She's I don't know what movie you would. Have you ever seen the one with Jim Carrey, Liar Liar?
No.
She's not in a bunch of like major things.
What's her name?
Jennifer Tilly.
Jennifer Tilly.
She's got this like weird voice that I just love listening to. But I actually was watching this video.
Oh, she's Canadian?
I don't think so.
Jennifer Tilly is an American-Canadian actress and poker player.
Yeah, she's got a gambling problem. I don't think she plays anymore.
Here is a picture of her holding a creepy doll.
Yeah, she plays Tiffany in Bride of Chucky.
I don't recognize who this person is, so.
Because you've never seen Chucky.
Yep, that is true. Are you referring to Child's Play?
No, the show. And she's not in Child's Play. She's in Bride of Chucky.
Well,
that's her start.
I don't fucking care.
You should watch Bride of Chucky. It's a good movie.
I'm not going to watch any of these movies.
Why?
Because I don't like...
The show's really good.
I don't like this kind of movie. She's in Monsters, Inc.
Oh, yes. That's it. That's the one. She plays Sully's girlfriend with the hair.
That's Mike Wazowski's girlfriend.
Mike Wazowski's girlfriend. Yeah. Yeah, okay. That's
Michael!
I forgot she was in that.
Michael.
Yeah. Googly Bear, you're not making any sense. She kind of talks like that. She was on a talk show one time, and she's just like, I don't know if she would get like lit before she would go on, but she's just like, they literally like any show she was on, like I think she's been on Conan. Like, I mean, she's been on probably all of them, but there was one where she's like on Conan or something. And like, he maybe says like 3 words the whole time. Like, she just won't stop talking. But it's like Jennifer Tilly on talk shows is like the funniest shit. Like, I always laugh my ass off. Like, she's just fucking all over the place, like, and will not stop talking. It's fucking hilarious. Anyway, she sounds great.
Yeah, I mean.
And also talking about voices. Have you ever heard a voice that you just can't stand?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Myself. No.
Sometimes it is for people though, if they hear themselves on a recording.
I just have to have to get used to it when you edit a podcast that you're on.
I kind of like hearing my own voice, and not that I'm like self-obsessed, not in like a narcissistic way, but it just doesn't sound like what I would expect. You know what I mean? So it's more of like just a fascination.
Right.
You're like, that's what I sound like. It doesn't register to me that that's me talking.
Because you can hear like you can hear yourself like in your bones. So it adds a different level. Yeah,
it's just it's interesting.
Yeah. Damn it, I was about to say something. Oh, a voice that I find really annoying. The woman in Airplane. I find her voice is very grating. She was also in What About Bob?
What About Bob?
Bill Murray movie.
I haven't seen it.
It's pretty good.
I don't think she just has like a...
It's very high pitched.
No, forget about
it.
Yeah. Well, there was just like some YouTube channel I found, and his content was very interesting. It was some murder shit. But like... I had to stop the video because the way he talked annoyed the hell out of me. You know, some people, they kind of ask a question when it doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean?
Yes.
He would be like, he murdered them and stored the bodies inside of a closet. And I was just like, I was like, done. It was a good channel.
Yeah.
Can't remember what it was.
There's a channel called Action Lab that does some really cool stuff.
The guy's voice is terrible.
Oh, can't stand it.
What's it called?
Action Lab. He does really cool science stuff.
What's he sound like?
I
need to hear this guy's voice to determine if it's. I can't. Hold on, let me get
Action Lab. This is great for radio.
This is fantastic. We're talking voices. We're talking radio.
How does a flame liquor engine work?
And then I'll get Jennifer Tilly's voice here so you can
This is called a flame liquor engine. Some people call it a vacuum engine or even an atmospheric engine. It's one of the simplest engines ever created. So you have a flame. Yeah,
it's very I don't know what the word is, like annoying. Like it really I see what you're saying. It really it stabs in
pierces.
You. Yes, it feels like there's bits of metal being shot through my body as he's talking.
I'm sure he's a very nice guy.
Oh yeah,
and he makes amazing content.
He sounds terrible.
I can't do his voice.
All right, hold on. This is Jennifer Tilly's voice. Voice of an angel right here.
Bubbles. It kind of looks amazing. Yes, and you know what? Everybody's jealous because Dawn and I do our little naked bathtub scene, and they all want to be in it. But I think
is that the best voice ever?
Bathtub scene, it becomes salacious.
It sounds very different from her in Monsters Inc.
It becomes like a weird sexual harassment thing. Like Jennifer
She's
Tilly made us take naked bath with her. Yes. Human resources.
Yeah, that is Jennifer Tilly. She is my goddess, and I love her.
What do you have a voice that you really like? Other
than that, that's the best voice ever.
Who's your most annoying then?
The one you just played was pretty fucking bad. You know what? It's not so much like here's what I find the most annoying. And it's not like I can't think of a person that's like famous or anything that talks like this, but it's teenage girls
Okay.
that act like they're snobs. Like the ones that'll be like, seriously, guy? That fucking I just want to kick the shit out of like women that talk like that. It's so fucking annoying.
Oh my god, Jessica, did you
Yeah.
see that?
Yeah, that like anytime in the mall, anytime I'm in like the Portland Mall, right? I swear to God, this will always be there. There's just like this herd of like teenage girls, and that sound, like the sound of them talking, just fucking grinds my gears. I can't do it.
It's so because you're 30.
Yeah.
You're old as shit. We both sound like we're 50.
Sound like we're 50.
We just complain about
What are you
stuff.
talking about?
We just complain about stuff that old people complain about.
I've complained about that since I was like
No,
since
have,
it exists,
yeah.
since I first encountered it
Yeah.
years
I mean,
ago.
that's how I've always been. Did you have this
Doesn't
thing
matter what age you are.
where you had this I have this generational disconnect with people my own age. And I always have. Because when I was like 10, I would watch The Munsters and The Three Stooges and just old shit. Star Trek, Batman. And everybody else wanted to talk about iCarly. It's like, I don't know what that is. Do you guys want to talk about Adam West, Batman?
Yeah,
I didn't have a lot of friends.
I don't think anyone. iCarly's not like I don't know. I don't get those kinds of shows. I don't know what age group they're trying to appeal for.
I think they're trying to appeal to everybody, but in trying to do that, they appeal to nobody.
Because like when I was younger, they had shows that were like that, but they were like actually funny. Like the Amanda Show.
I don't know what that.
Maha! Yeah, that's fucking classic right there. That is good. That's good shit. Maha! You never seen that?
No.
Oh my God. Oh Jesus! I thought I just saw like a fully formed shadow figure in the corner.
You didn't.
No, it wasn't. It was a coat. I don't know why I'm so like
Were you so
worried
skittish?
about somebody coming in here and killing us. I feel every time I'm in here.
I want you to
I
know
don't
that
know.
last Wednesday when I was waiting for you to come over and you didn't come over, I just forgot to lock my door again.
Oh my God, that's so scary.
Yeah, and then I woke up Tuesday morning and went to unlock my door and I
Was
went,
there a guy in there?
oh,
Did
there
you check
wasn't.
the whole house?
No. I was pretty confident that nobody stole my stuff.
Oh, stole it? It's not about stealing. It's about creeping.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
If I was going to break into someone's house, it wouldn't be to take your stuff. It would be to scare the shit out of you.
I know you wouldn't, but you also don't live around here.
Oh, no, I'm not talking like getting into your house. I'm talking about just if I was to break into anybody's home, it would just be to scare the shit out of them and to teach them a lesson that they need to lock their doors because there are dangerous people out there. Can you imagine?
They wake up and you're standing over them and you go, this could have been real. And then you just walk out.
With a knife? Yeah.
I could have stabbed you. You could be dead right now.
This could have been real.
You go to do it at your first house, you walk in, immediately get shot.
That's like that's like those, yeah, probably. That's like this, is it like, Drew Gooden or, who's the other fucking guy?
Danny Gonzalez?
Yeah, Danny Gonzalez. I think it's Danny Gonzalez did a video. These people put out this video on YouTube where they call this woman to do a let go, one of those, like she's trying to buy something from them.
Okay.
And she goes over to the house and they have actors like pull her into the house and like fucking like they're gonna just like do whatever, who knows. And then they stop it all and they're like, it's a social experiment. They're like, we just want you to know that, you know, it's dangerous to go to other people's houses. And she was just like, that's fucked up, like crying. And everyone was like, yeah, that is pretty fucked up. Like it started out as their channel was for pranks,
Right.
but it was all just fucked up shit like that. So they just started calling it a social experiment. I don't even think they know what the fuck a social experiment means.
Maybe the biggest social experiment is how many people can we piss off before everybody hates us?
Yeah, before we're canceled.
I don't know, man. Logan Paul he's back. He's doing it again.
Yeah, which is that the one who's
That was the one with the guy in the Japanese forest.
right? Yeah, okay.
He has recently.
That's the guy who did the prank videos, but really he was just paying people to like be in on the prank.
I don't know, probably.
Yeah.
Sounds like a thing he would do. It's him and his brother Jake Paul. They both like have to outdumb each other. Like every 6 months, one of them will do something stupid, and then the other one will, like 6 months later, the other one will do something a little bit more stupid, and then they just go back and forth.
I feel like at that point, it's just like trash. Like I was watching, like they're doing dumb shit for the attention, which is just dumb. But like I was watching this show. This is related, not to them, but to this mindset. It was called The Dark Side of the 90s.
Okay.
Anyway, they're talking about River Phoenix in it. And how like he didn't want to be famous. He just loved movies,
right,
and the whole craft of it. So they were talking about, and then they switched to like early 2000s, and they're talking about like just people famous just for being famous, like Paris Hilton, things like that. Where it's just like, well, yeah, and he was like,
she's famous for a movie.
Yeah. Yeah, really. No, but like basically like people like used to get into movies and stuff because they truly loved that art form,
right?
And then it they would suffer you know, the fame part of it was them suffering because they didn't like any of that. They just liked the movies. And now there are people who like want to be in movies just so they can be like famous,
right?
It's like a switch. But anyway, those people are like that. Like if you are willing to like be hated by people just for like fame,
well, it's sort of like that mindset of like there is no such thing as bad publicity.
Yeah.
All publicity is good publicity.
Right.
Not true.
No, that's very much not true. I look at Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah. O.J. Simpson.
Or who's the other? Oh, Epstein.
Yeah.
Can you imagine Weinstein's like well, I don't know if he would have like an agent, but if he did, can you imagine him just saying that to him?
I mean, it was like
whatever happened to that guy?
I don't know.
Probably living on Epstein's island, hiding out
with the manatees.
With the man, just he's there for the manatees. Yeah.
Speaking of the Logan Paul thing, he I think he's in trouble for doing some crypto scam.
How do you do a crypto scam?
I don't know. I think it's like some shitty, weird gambling game that you buy crypto things and then bet crypto things, but you just never
can gamble
win.
with cryptocurrency.
You can gamble with anything, baby.
Hell yeah! Let's buy some cryptocurrency.
But somebody, I guess another YouTuber, did this really big deep dive into it and like explained the scam and how it was a scam and how Logan Paul's a piece of shit. And Logan Paul came out and he was like, actually, you forgot to mention that the guy who's running it isn't me, and that guy's a criminal. And everybody's like, but that guy's your friend that you hired. Well, that's not a defense
for your business.
But the other thing that's in the news recently is Justin Roiland, co-creator of Rick and Morty.
Oh, is he in jail now?
I don't know.
Oh,
I just saw the news that Adult Swim cut ties with him on Tuesday or Wednesday or something.
Did they cut ties with the show?
No, they said that Rick and Morty's going to continue, but he's not
still the other guy.
Part of it anymore.
Oh, yeah. I haven't read anything on it, but I've
heard some stuff.
I heard it was something like keeping his girlfriend like hostage in the house or some shit.
The stuff that I read / heard was him messaging like 15-year-old girls and
it gets worse. Okay.
Yeah,
I
saying
just
some stuff and
yeah, I thought it was like domestic abuse.
No, it is, but also
so
against like 15-year-old girls.
Didn't he like kick the shit out of his girlfriend or something?
Yes.
And the other, yeah,
but also,
and then also
like sexually assaulted 15-year-old girls.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah, allegedly.
I'm still watching the show, but yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Well, the other guy's got the Dexter parody. Have you seen that?
No.
He like has sex with a baby in it. They're weird fucking people, dude.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I mean, the show's pretty fucked up, but in like a ha 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 way.
Yeah.
That thing was some skit he made, but like, there's like a little baby and he creeps in and he's doing the Dexter voice and he like, he goes up to it and fucking has sex with it in the skit. But like, you watch it and you're like, how does anyone think this is funny? Like, it's not like I was like, oh my God, but I was just like, this is like,
You just didn't
not
like understand.
it's like, it's not funny or anything. It's just like, dude, that's kind of fucked up. Like, yeah.
It's like seeing a dead body in the woods or something. It's like,
I heard
nice.
it's not as weird as you would think it is.
To find a dead body?
I went to school with this kid who found a dead body in the woods.
I think it would depend on the context.
He said it wasn't really as weird as you would think.
I think it would depend on the context. If I was stumbled across a dead body with like a weird shrine around it,
that's creepy.
I'd be a little concerned.
That's true.
But if I found like a guy in a mining outfit with a pickaxe through his head, I wouldn't be that concerned. Just be like, oh, that guy.
I would assume he got murdered.
Pickaxed himself in the head.
I've seen My Bloody Valentine, so I would be out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a heartbeat.
Well, the pickaxe is there, so you know that they're not going to attack you with a pickaxe.
My Bloody Valentine? Is that the one with the miner?
You're asking the wrong person.
My Bloody Valentine, I believe it is. I would actually kind of, I mean, not like to, but I don't think I would mind finding a dead body.
Right. Like you don't think it would freak you out?
No, for me, I think it would be like, oh, finally, some people can have some closure. And they can know, where their loved one is. Like, right. I would look at it more like that rather than like, a dead body,
Again, I guess it would depend on the context. Like if I was walking on a hiking trail and I found a dead body of like a missing hiker or something, that would be different.
That's what I'm talking.
But if I found like a murder scene, that would be kind of... I'd be
murder
a little
scene,
weird out.
That's a different... Yeah, okay, so My Bloody Valentine is in a mining community. That's got a miner going around.
Interesting.
Yeah.
3D?
Yeah. Yeah, stumbling across... Yeah, murder scene, different story. I'm talking like you find like a body that's like pretty much decayed.
I want to make something clear. You know how there are all those people on Everest?
Mm-hmm.
They're dead?
They use them as like trail markers.
Yeah. Like if I would never be in this situation because there's fucking no way I'm climbing Everest.
Yeah, fuck that.
But if I ever was in a situation like that,
I'd go to base camp, but I would never try to go.
Like if that's what I dedicated my life to was to climb Everest and I did it and I died on Everest and people are using my freaking colorful boots or my head or whatever as a guide to get up to Everest, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Like I don't have a problem with that.
You want to know how fucked up Mount Everest is? There's like, it's like more dangerous for you to like, you can't really bring somebody down the mountain. You know what I mean?
Right,
like
yeah.
it puts yourself at risk. So there's been people who are been like standing there, like basically like, please help me. And people just continued hiking past him up the mountain. How fucked up is that?
I mean, it depends on what you're asking
She tried to hike it like without oxygen. So, but like,
that's stupid.
In order to, you
just can't do that.
And I mean, she would put the other people at risk, but at some point, you just the mountain like makes you. It must just make you question like humanity or like, you know what I mean? Because it's like you don't need to go up there.
No,
there's like I don't know. I'm kind of obsessed with Mount Everest. I watched a lot of the documentaries. Cool.
Yeah. Sort of the same thing with like going to Antarctica. Like you just get stuck there for.
Well, I feel
5
like
or 6
that's
months.
more like there's.
At least you have other people, and it's not like you're inside a building.
Yeah, but they go there for scientific research.
Yeah. Some people go there for.
Everest
it's really difficult.
Has had some like scientific research done on it, but. What, just to live there?
Yeah, you just go and like hang out. I think it'd be cool to be like the cook. Because then you wouldn't have to go outside very often.
How do you get into doing like... No, I would want to be like a cameraman.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
For documentaries, that'd be pretty sick.
Well...
When are you get into doing that?
I've heard some stories that
it
wouldn't be very fun. Have you heard the stories of like what went down for...
I'm not talking going to a war zone.
No, Planet Earth.
No.
People would just sit, like you get one of those like hunting enclosures and they would just sit there for like literally 3 months and not leave. Like you just have a shit ton of food and a bucket to poop in. And that's what you would do. For 3 months is just sit there.
Just to get that shot.
And then you would watch a fucking snake go by. Or whatever.
Did you have any protection from like the outside creatures? Or
I mean, you're in
anything?
like an enclosed space.
So you got a little house.
It's like a
with
little
camera.
tent, but it's like camouflaged.
No.
And you just sit there for like literally 3 months.
When you said horror story, I thought something else.
I mean, that's not that bad, but then when you have to do it in like Antarctica, different story.
Yeah, well, just don't work for Planet Earth.
Well, I mean, they all do that.
No,
Yeah.
There's cameramen that follow people around.
Yeah, but those people, listen.
I'm not talking. What if it's a documentary? Doesn't have to be like nature. That's
Why
a different
why the
story.
fuck
You're
are you
waiting
in
for that.
Antarctica?
I'm just said documentaries,
I mean, what other documentary are you making in Antarctica?
not in Antarctica. I'm just talking about travel. Like it would be
Well-
fun to do that. Just travel around the world, just filming shit. Like you could work for Travel Channel.
You could work for The Amazing Race.
Travel, yeah, anything like that. I wouldn't want to do that. I'd rather make like a cool travel documentary. Like I'd work for like Andrew Zimmerman or something, or
Just
what's his
become
face?
friends with James Cameron. He'll
Yeah.
send you to find Atlantis.
I would definitely be James Cameron's cameraman.
Yeah.
Film him, document him, study him,
Watch him drown people.
watch him. I'm so excited for that. What if that's how he goes down? Like he full on lets this guy die, and like people try to step in, and he's like, "Get back in your fucking spot."
James fucking Cameron.
Yeah, and it's just that's just at the end of his career.
Do you think that would be the end of his career?
Yeah,
I think
I
that
don't
would be
know.
his peak.
yeah, probably.
I think he would slowly start to decline from there, but I don't think it would be like a
I
hard
think he
drop
would-
off.
I think he would be like, yeah, I've really had it with the whole they could have shared the door thing. I don't even care if it's life in prison. Like,
I mean, if they sign the waiver, he can't
Yeah,
be
that's true.
held liable, right? Like they know what they're getting into. He's not forcing them a gunpoint.
I think if he, I don't know who would get in trouble. I think if he forcefully, like denied other people to jump in, I don't think a waiver's gonna really matter. Like
if the waiver is
the waiver's
like,
more like there's a risk, like not like you're James Cameron's
Well, I mean,
dead
that's
set
part
on
of
killing
it.
you.
Like-
if they sign something that said James Cameron will kill you if this experiment doesn't work, then maybe I guess that's I don't know. I
well,
don't
I mean,
know how
you have
that
to
works.
sign a waiver before like surgery, or I guess there's like an implied waiver when you do like risky
Yeah.
surgery and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
and they're actively trying to help you. James Cameron is just there.
He's just there to watch. When is that? What is that even called?
I don't know. You're the only person I've ever met who knows anything about
It was
this.
on the news. It was on the radio.
I don't listen
don't
or
listen to
watch
the-
to any of those.
Hold on. He's Canadian.
Everyone who you think is American is actually Canadian.
Yeah. All right. Would that pop up on IMDb? The TV show?
I don't know.
I
Probably.
wonder if the shows would pop up. Oh, look at him holding all those awards.
He's officially, so Avatar 2 has officially crossed $2 billion, which means that James Cameron has officially made half of the movies to cross $2 billion without adjusting for inflation.
So how is that behind the original Avatar?
What do you mean?
Did The Way of Water make more money than the original one?
No, the original is at 2.9 something. It's almost at $3 billion,
And what's the new one again?
or just over 2.
Oh, just over 2.
Mm-hmm.
Probably could. Well, I mean, they don't. Do they include like
No.
downloads?
That's theatrical box office. But I would just want to go on record and say I was wrong. I didn't think it was going to cross $1.5 billion. And here we are. So I guess the lesson is don't ever doubt James Cameron, because if you do, he'll drown you.
And on an ending note, because I gotta leave. It says in new Titanic documentary, James Cameron will explain why Jack had to die. So I'm thinking that means
Somebody's going to die.
somebody's gonna die, and James Cameron's just gonna sit there, look at his face, just looking to watch someone.
His cold,
die.
lifeless eyes. He just wants to feel
Oh.
something.
It's fucking awesome.
Um,
Yeah, just just to feel alive. He's just descending into madness. Like, he wants to live in the world of Avatar. Like,
Yeah.
that's his life mission, was to make the Avatar movies. That's all he's gonna do, probably till he dies. There's supposed to be fucking 5 of them.
Yeah.
So,
Every 2 years.
so he's just, like, trying to...
How old is he? Like 60
I
something?
think it said he was 68.
He's getting up there.
Yeah, so he's definitely not gonna make any other movie other than Avatar.
Titanic 2.
The shit comes back.
What do you think his last movie is going to be? Do you think it is going to be Avatar 5?
Yeah, because if you think about it, that's like 10 years per movie. He's 60, so he's gonna be like 100 and something years old before he can. Unless
But
he's
all
gonna
of the
pump
movies
them
are
out,
already
like,
done, basically. Like,
Oh, are they?
Avatar 3 is already done.
Oh,
and they've
okay.
done a lot of work on Avatar 4.
Yeah, okay.
And I think even
Yeah,
Avatar
no,
5.
Yeah, I'm stupid. Yeah, you're right, because he can probably
They just filmed like
yeah, and also
everything
for
all
the
at
sake
once.
of like the age of the actors and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I can see. Yeah, so yeah, he'll probably do something after that. That would be weird. There's gonna be like multiple James Cameron movies coming out at the same time.
James Cameron's Titanic in space.
Yeah. I wonder if that's anyway, I'm gonna figure out how we can watch this.
Do you think that James Cameron is going to make a movie, finish the movie, and then do you think he's going to be like on death's doorstep and he's going to decide, well, if I die now before the movie comes out, then it's going to be a huge hit because it'll be my last movie and I'll never get to see like the box office results, so I won't know if it's a success or not, and that'll drive people to go see it. Do you think he'll actively
He'll kill himself
try to
make it.
die? Yeah, like, do you think we'll get a Heath Ledger Dark Knight situation?
Yeah, probably.
Or a Fast and Furious 7 situation? But James Cameron's gonna actively try. Anyway, that was a podcast.
That was.
Like and share, whatever, do all the things. Tell your friends.
Tell your dog.
Tell your dog. Have your dog listen to it while you go off to work because you're a selfish prick and you don't want to stay home with your dog. If you want to support us in any way, just mail Jordan a letter. I can give you his address. Just DM me on Instagram.
Oh shit! Do you have Disney Plus?
Yeah,
Okay, you want to watch it here?
sure.
Not now, but
We still have to watch Weird, the Al Yankovic story.
the what? Oh yeah, that's true.
Goodbye.
All right, goodbye.
Play the outro music. Jordan's gonna go eat his pizza.